Of us now, good evening. The program when they watch now UDUOTA with the regional from Independent Television and State Nigeria. You know, I see every Monday and every Friday we always a day they discuss different issues. Yeah, for some time now we never really veer into political discussions. We discuss other things, but today we just enter different political discussion. My name is Mark Pololo. We apologize. Yes, we come a little bit late because of some technical issues we see we get, but thank God say we are back and we are better. Well, this evening we deal with via Zoom this evening one of our friends, Jared Tinubu, the deputy chairman for APC for Edo State, with a talk to her concerning what happened for Abuja when we say when they inaugurate the PDP people. Now they say they don't give APC and President Muhammad Buhari to make it right hand over, they don't give a red card. Maybe they come and say we're not dissatisfied with within our brother barrister Anthony Hilebotu in a one place we see now politician and India also deal with PDP. That was he goes to talk to for inside this part. But we'll go meet Jared Tinubu. Jared Tinubu, good evening.
Good evening. Thank you for having me.
Okay, you hear when Dr. Yocha, you say they don't give the red card, so Muna right na hand over news. Would it be?
I see when this is speaking, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I see when the national chairman of PDP talks, maybe the right hand over that they won't rescue Nigeria. But you see, on a very, not in Nigeria that they try to rescue, they won't rescue their pockets. You know, say PDP in a party when we say I just come out. And all those things, that be the things will make me come more for the party. PDP no one rescue Nigeria now, their pocket, they won't rescue. You know, say these people don't they out of government for so many years now, so they are very hungry. So anytime they come, everybody knows say now looting. PDP share the money. That's what they want to come and do. And I'm sure Nigeria don't they wiser than that. And Nigeria not ready for that one to say now PDP now they talk about at this time. You know, are you now person when they say we know even when this present government Muhammad Buhari when he come into government, we know a lot of things will go on, all the Dasuki probe and the rest of it. We know the people when they involved in that thing. So if you come now say they won't rescue Nigeria, no. At their pocket, now they plan to rescue, not in Nigeria. So I should say Nigeria they wiser than that. Nobody will listen to them.
But when you look at the whole thing, it brings so many things to bear. They talk about the insecurity. They talk about the way the country don't divided. They talk about so many things. When we say they say we are not put together. So what will be your reaction? Because as at some days ago, even we come here how some people for inside Sokoto State when they travel, they burn them. So you feel say we deserve second term with all of these things. We deserve another term with all of these things when they happen.
Of course, because you see, like I say, you know, say for this program, I think now I talk one time how this whole thing starts, how it started during the time of Obasanjo. You know, when Obasanjo did, we know how this Boko Haram thing they start. Now from that time, they start. When he good luck come in, the thing continue and the rest of it all. So I think this issue of insecurity in the country, now something where we say it concerns the entire country. So if you come by the blame on Buhari government, now I think it's a very wrong judgment. In security now one aspect. What about other things that are going on in government? What about other things that are going on in Nigeria? Roads, you know the infrastructural development when they go on, agric, and all sorts of things that are going on that Buhari is doing. Why nobody they see all those things? Insecurity is something where we say, it will take time to tackle because you know I was in the army and I know if you are fighting an insurgent that within your country, you must be very careful. It is not something that it is not a full-blown war that you say you are going into war. You are still doing it and still thinking of your citizen. So it is not something that would just be easy to tackle. So if PDP, what if PDP won't do? They just start during their time. Goodluck Jonathan did there for a long time. Yar'Adua did there for a long time. Goodluck for some time. Goodluck Jonathan did there for some time, for a long time. You know if you do anything, when they go do different. So this is security matter and something where we say we go watch the campaign, where we see the different candidates when will come out from different political parties, when we see what did they get when they want to come out, how they want to solve the problem. Not that the current administration never tried. They have tried their own best to see how they can tackle it. But there are some people, you remember, when they go name some people when they behind all of these things. There are some people who are trying to use it to slow the party down in the next election. There are saboteurs everywhere. So insecurity is something where we say that the entire country, not be just one thing. You cannot put the blame on one particular person because the insecurity is in all the states. Mostly they do that. Yeah, how many times they don't kidnap people? How many times they don't kill people? And the rest of it all. So is it an APC state? It's a PDP state. So all these things, that's what we say. It is something that concerns the entire country, and it's something that we must sit down, all of us, to see how we will take sober. And I'm sure Buhari don't do it best, and he's still doing it best. But I know before 2023, before the ending over, before 2023, we will see very solid changes.
Okay, Muku, welcome our brother, Barrister Anthony Ehilebo. Barrister, good evening. Jared Tenebisi, PDP, say now na pockets. Now when I want come rescue, say don't be Nigeria, so now want rescue Nigeria for na pockets.
My brother, you know, say when person just wake up, just they talk. You go just they talk because you not get waiting to talk. You go fit talk anything where you go sweet and for better. But making if you get mind, making go Abuja, enter car, drive from Abuja to Kaduna. Or if you get mind, make an enter car from Abuja, come Edo State. Make we know whether waiting they talk not true. Because when person just wake up, he just begin they talk. He be like say the thing no they do am. Just because he dey party will be say don't use less this country. It means say you go support them, make the country enter ground. How many states for this country? Now only we wey dey south here, 9 days safe, small. And if to say no be Amotekun and some other things, maybe say or things where Edo State government don't put for ground, in go fit waka so. You get time where you go fit come out. In fact, you don't even fit come here now because of insecurity. So as we dey, you know the good make person just come where public dey, go just and you know say Jared before I dey respect him that time when he dey PDP. As he enter APC, he don't turn to another thing. Now senior man, no, very very senior man, we no suppose they talk this kind of thing for where people dey. Now sorry, everybody wey dey APC, if you just greet him for morning, you go say sorry. If you greet him for afternoon, you go say sorry. If you greet him for evening, you go say sorry.
What is sorry me?
Because you know where he don't put us. When we give power to APC in 2015, we gave them power. Our president say, oh, make him just prove say person wey dey power go fit lose election handover. He give them to them. When we give them na dollar, that time na 190. Today dollar is 560 naira, and person go still wake up. He go just come TV, he go just dey talk. E be like say you never buy rice this Christmas for people. You never know say people never get rice where they go chop. Nigerians no even fit do anything again. No jolly, no. Nigeria is the most poor country in the world, competing with India. And India self don't come out. No, we don't even come. India don't leave us go now. Now Cote d'Ivoire now we deal with the same. Yes, Cote d'Ivoire. I be Congo Republic. Now we dey compete. We know the shame. When in 2015, when they come out, Nigeria was the second investment destination in Africa. Today, you open 2 pages, you no go see Nigeria. They don't carry us go almost 100 for investment for Africa. How do you do that? How do you ruin an economy that was given to you, that was growing? These people don't get competence. You don't go see minister where they don't appoint, where fit do work. Look at the ministers where PDP appoint. Look at Okonjo Iweala. Where is she today? Djibouti ODG. Look at Akinwumi Adesina. Where is he today? Now World African Development Bank president. Look at the quality of people that PDP put in government. This one now party government make we can't chop our own now in the day. Now the only thing they sabi for that APC. People when I know say for that time almost people they sell the recharge card. When Buhari enter today, they be billionaire. They no fit account for how they get the money. Nobody fit talk the story. Nigerians are dying of hunger. People know they fit chop 3 times before. If you chop for Nigeria, you go even, at that time you go even come out come dey protest. Now you know even see people no even talk wetin dey there because the hunger don nearly finish everybody. Fuel scarcity don start for some parts of Nigeria again. They wan increase fuel too. Fuel wey dem meet at 65 naira. Today that petrol na 165. Then they plan carry am go 300. They wan finish Nigeria. They still need minimum. In fact, some of them dey even think say they go withdraw that minimum wage wey be 30,000. They wan take am back to 20,000. Some of them, some APC states. Nothing wey dey, if to say PDP no come rescue Edo State, where we for dey go? You know see wetin they wan do. You abi you know dey here for 2020 wey they wan scatter this state, APC. Violent party, they no fit even hold convention, they no even, nothing wey dem fit do. Just carry this country, just dey useless us, dey carry us, dey run up and down, and change all the change wey dem promise us. No one wey they don give us. No change. Tell me, na healthcare, they fit deliver healthcare? No. Na education, USA, every day na strike. So wetin APC don do wey good? Wetin my big brother Jared fit point say APC don do wey good for Nigeria? All na destruction. If APC get meeting, if they no fight, blood dey there, they never start the meeting. Na so dem be. And na wetin dem carry enter Nigeria. You remember Jonathan warn everybody. He say the way these people dey come, na only people wey get bitterness for their heart na if dey come like this. He warn us. He say come, when I comot una go know say una get president. And true where we dey now. No be the same APC dey run katikati make dem go bring Jonathan make he come do president for them. No be all of them dey go lie down for Otoke. All of these APC people wey abuse Jonathan, they no even get shame. They go Otoke. If you go Otoke, go dey lie down. They say oga come now, you know you go fit win presidency for us. As the man don do them this country now, you no fit, they no even get wetin they wan do again.
Nobody dey lie down. Nobody won't bring Jonathan for anywhere.
You know see APC wey dey, you know we get pictures o. No be say I dey talk, I no dey talk for mouth. We get pictures. APC ministers, all of them dey go lie down for Otoke. They no get shame.
Make I tell you, I just said they talk about Edo State now. Say PDP go rescue Edo State. But you know they talk about PDP and Edo State. You know say Obaseki government na failure.
How can you say Obaseki's government is a failure?
It's a failure. Obaseki government na failure.
I never see states where they do like Edo State. I don't know states. How many states for Nigeria get independent power plant? I don't know how many states for Nigeria get independent. Only 3 states now. They compete for Akwa Ibom, Edo, and Oyo State wey just start. People wey dey see better thing, they just want to destroy APC. If they see good thing, once they see good thing, their head they don't like am. Once they see anything good, na there they go, they want to destroy am. You know, say as they see Nigeria don dey go forward. If they go forward, they say they must come. They want to change am. See the change now. We want to see change. Change where they give us 190 naira to $1. They don't change and go 540. Fuel that time na 65 naira. 65 naira now they buy fuel. When these people enter, how much be fuel today? 165. They don't add money on top. They want us say by January, February, they go sell fuel for us 300 naira. Oga they tell us say make we allow APC. What do you want? Make APC kukuma finish us. We must take back Nigeria.
Okay, make we hear as well.
You suppose know say PDP when you dey na party wey be say na money, na just to share money. No be say we no know. We know everything wey they do. We know how they thief. I go talk and raw. Na government wey be say na their pocket. They won't lie. Na don suffer for 6 years. Na no see the treasury. Na wetin una dey try to go thief. Na be that one. We know, even that national chairman when he made this statement, we know about them. We know everything. We know how many people when they involved for that should be gate. Okay. We know. So that one way where we say
after 6 years. After these people know the shame. They don't get shame. They don't get simple shame. Dasuki they go call Dasuki for money. They don't be prosecute the man. You see, when we did fuel subsidy, all the people when we find guilty for fuel subsidy, we carry them go court.
We hear another.
And what you understand?
Okay.
To start stealing, and that now brought about insecurity within the country. Now during PDP, now we see that man was go. How can I go? They move from one place to another. They go on. So nobody will give you that opportunity to come thief this time.
Jared.
Akoro. We know the party where they carry bullion van go person house for Ikoyi for election time. We know the party where the person dey. We know the party where plane nearly break into two when they carry money they travel. You know they see them. Nigerians, you don't feel life for Nigerians again. These people, they don't bring monkey don't carry money, snake don't swallow money. Inside this APC, FGF, they cut grass. FGF, secretary to federal government.
Make we hear one after the other. No, Jared, you say when you say you see Boulevard, no, how would they do it like this? No, so many people they interested for this discussion. When one person talk finish, the other one will talk. Maybe we not talk. This is people go follow because so many people they follow well.
Yeah, because you don't want to talk too long. Then make me come.
Okay, too they talk long. Well, you still talk long too now. When we start, I give you plenty time to talk now. So you go let him talk. When he talk finish, time then you go still talk.
So give am 30 minutes. You don't get what you want to talk.
Okay, now
you don't get it. Now propaganda I go start. He go tell you Dasuki. He go tell you one story. Nothing. APC not get plan. No future. They don't even do convention. Ask them when they go do convention. We don't do our convention. We don't get chairman. They still get caretaker for over party wey no serious, no BOT. They no get. They have more than that. We have 36 states in Nigeria. APC has 56 state chairmen. 56. They not even do. Very disorganized set of human beings. Very disorganized.
Okay. I ask you one question.
Okay.
APC not be better party.
Not be party self.
In 2015, they defeated PDP.
With the help of PDP people, we don't come back. Saraki, all of them, they don't go inside there. They see waiting there. All of them run, come back.
Okay, move here.
You are saying with the help of PDP people. That means they pay them, and I'm sure they are still ready to be paid. You see, and in 2000 and in the last election, Buhari got re-elected again.
That go election.
I beg you. Buhari is not good. And PDP, and believe that PDP will come again. In the first place, who are the aspirants? Who are the people in PDP? Who are the possible aspirants in PDP? Who is the possible candidate in PDP? If you want to talk now, you will talk of Bullion Fan. If you want to talk, you will talk of this. Who will be the person when PDP gets when he rescue Nigeria? Atiku, Saraki, Tambuwa, Bala. I am sure because I heard that Bala is the person you people want to give ticket to. Somebody who was in EFCC cell for how long? So at the end of the day, there is none of your people, none of the aspirants gonna get when no get kids with
you. Make I respond.
Okay.
So, now this kind of
make I respond.
Okay, Jared, let her respond.
It's not done.
Okay, let her respond.
With the exception of Buhari directly, there is no member of this cabinet.
Yes, President Buhari.
Once in a while. But make I ask him, including the vice president, none of them will not get corruption indictment. And if he talk, I go tell him. If you Google him, Google this thing where they do emergency NEMA funds.
Yes.
But a hand they there.
Which person's hand? Which person's hand? Jared's hand.
Jared Tonkuwe won't bring as presidential candidate. The one where they say na VP now. A hand they there. NEMA funds, corruption. He did there. You see, when people they talk, if they call Saraki will be saying na he save us. Our Senate president. You know see the Senate where we get now. Which work where you see say they don't do? According to you see down here, this Senate enter. Which law where they don't pass will switch you for Bele? Let Jared they talk. What they don't do? This is they enter. Listen, when you want to talk, you see propaganda. You know say before when you know say this my big brother did PDP before. That time when you talk, if you see how people go they respect them. People say when you enter APC, the first thing you go sacrifice now your self-thought, your conscience, your self-respect. Because you cannot come on national TV or a state TV and be talking when you know when you come out from your house. The person when they look, hunger won't finish am. His life was better in 2014. There's nobody in Nigeria today that his life was not better in 2014. Everybody, half of your street don't jackpot. Half Half of the people in Nigeria don't run comot. This government, if you complain, they go kill you for Lekki. If you talk too much, they go kill you for Kaduna Shiites. How many Nigerians they don't kill? A government that is meant for people. How many people they don't slaughter for this country? Insecurity everywhere. Bandits to declare bandit terrorists took them 2 years. It took them 2 years to declare bandits terrorists. This same 80% of Niger State is gone. 80% of Niger State. Kaduna State, no governor for the north, they live for their state again. Meanwhile, this is a president. When he was coming, they say he will lead from the front. That he's going to now him chase Metesine, come out from Katsina, chase this one. If you see the expectation of what we get, say when Buhari come, who you be? Boko Haram go wrong. You know when they ask, I say, what is Boko Haram? You can't question that one time writers when we say they want post, they say, what is Boko Haram? The same Boko Haram wait for 6 years. 6 years. You see, they come back, they blame PDP. You don't come up, money where you don't collect chop. Where the chief of staff, all those chief of army staff, all those ones, we complain. 2 years. Buhari leave them, they extend their tenure. When they finish, as if to tell them congratulations, he make them ambassador. People will commit crimes.
Okay, what is it?
How it start? During which time when Boko Haram start? Buhari time or Obasanjo time?
So
started during Obasanjo time, and during Goodluck time, the thing increased.
So Jared, now waiting.
It has already gone full blown. What Buhari is trying to do now.
I heard Jared they promise say by next year things will do okay. No be this promise, they promise us 2015 December 2016.
Because you are a lawyer, you carry your BB book, go court. That's what you know. But when we are talking about security, because
Jared don't say I'm a lawyer, I carry big waiting. Oh my God.
Okay.
That is why you are talking like this.
Okay, Jared. What are we expecting from?
What is the plan of your party to rescue?
I can tell him.
Okay. Just
don't ask me question.
Okay, Jared, just listen. Give me like 5 minutes.
Make I tell you plan of this.
Because that's the brain of the discussion. Because
plan where we get.
The political party say they want to rescue Nigeria.
Make I tell you.
How?
First of all, this government needs to understand what governance is and Nigeria's restrictive constitution, how it has hindered our growth. You understand? This government has made several blunders in terms of exposing this country to foreign direct investments. The kind of talk, the kind of work, the kind of economic policies they have, the kind of people who are driving these policies. Listen, when this man starts to say Edo State government, look at the caliber of people who are working for Edo State governor. Look at the likes of Ukinebo Dare. That is a Yali fellow, a Mandela Washington fellow. That is driving the Edo Jobs program. Look at our Subeb. Look at our Edo. Look at. Make I finish now. When they talk in a propaganda, I go tell you Dasuki. You don't ever tell you real one.
Let her finish. Let her finish.
Let her tell her real one.
Let her finish. You go get your time. Let her finish.
The real work where people they do. Look at Edo Jobs. Look at Edo Best. Look at the educational system we have in Edo State. At least the statistics are not lying. The unemployment rate in Edo State dropped from 25% to 18% in last year National Bureau of Statistics. Make you know, you see, if person they talk propaganda, I know they like propaganda. And the next one person they talk, if you talk, he will give me statistical figures. He will tell me data. He will tell me say this now waiting they happen. This is what the data is saying. The poverty index of the world puts Nigeria just below India in terms of poverty, and we were not at that level as of 2014. So when this man they talk, if he won't talk to me, go talk to me with facts and figures. I can tell him what PDP is planning. PDP is planning to liberalize a lot of the sectors, take away things from the exclusive list that are hindering the progress of this country. Let me give you an example. Yes. You see, Osisoma generates 55 megawatts of electricity. But do you know that Edo State only consumes 10 megawatts of electricity because it cannot, by the laws of this country, distribute the remaining 45 megawatts of electricity. So it has to think of a way to circumvent what is in the constitution. We were given a constitution, a government that has sense. Look at what the Jonathan Obasanjo administrations did. They created scenarios of wealth. They introduced telecoms into the. If to say Buhari will bring it to this country, that ring phone, I will foresee they used it today. Because since this government coming, no, can you tell me one economic policy, single policy that has driven this country generally out of poverty? Instead, they go carry money, they go say they won't go share money to the poorest of the poor, trader money. When election reach, now then they go carry money, enter market, begin they bribe people, they buy votes. Now, is that governance? Can you please tell me if that is governance? When PDP come, you go see the kind of people we go put for government. You remember Okonjo Iweala? Okonjo Iweala went to Paris Club and wiped out our debts. What has this government achieved? They have taken out our debt profile from 9 trillion, they met it, to 38 trillion. Are we joking? This man is still talking to me. How can he be speaking? How can he be making any sense? When you put these comparisons on the table, they are not the same thing. You have instead of, how can you compare PDP to APC? PDP, when we came in, all the debt we had in this country, in fact, the money APC has been spending is the money from Paris Club refund that PDP secured for them. The trains that APC is boasting of, is it not PDP that set it in motion? The repairs of our airports, is it not PDP that set up those policies? What is he talking about? What has APC? Okay, please tell me the policy APC that is banning UAE. Do you know what they did to our citizens today? They deported every Nigerian in Addis Ababa, in Egypt. The UAE said anybody from Nigeria coming towards their country, deport them. We will not accept your flight into the country. So all airlines dropped Nigerian passengers and told them to come back to Nigeria. And this is the man telling me that this government is ready for business. If a UAE businessman, do you know how many people I have that were supposed to come to Nigeria this December that could not come because of the misapplication of policy of this government? How can he sit down there and start saying that this? We should all just wake up and say, no, even if I'm a member of APC, we have failed.
Okay, Jared.
Yeah, I can hear you. Yes.
You don't get anything
So
talking
you respond to Ramadan, yeah.
Well, in the first place, he started by saying, he started from Edo. He said Edo best. I want to draw his attention to the fact that Edo best has turned to Edo worst. Go to schools. We don't have teachers in schools. You have schools that are leaks, the proofs are leaking all over the place. No chairs, no teachers. Is that best? All of Baseki believe, and that government believe is server. They go to server, they do this. Everything they did, everything they did promising since. Where is the Gile port? He went to Edo North. He said he wants to site airport in Esako axis. He released budget. There is nothing that has to do with airport. That is pure 419. So the government of Obaseki is in 419.
But the discussion is not Jared. Wait now, I don't say if the APC this is what the discussion is generally on the Nigerian economy and the Nigerian politics. No, narrow to Edo.
I tell you to make you give am 1 hour. You know the guy wetin he wan talk. He dey talk say gelegele port no dey budget.
Let me respond to him based on.
You know that wetin he wan respond now.
Okay, yes,
what I am trying to say.
Speak pidgin.
All the government of Edo State is interested in is every month the local government allocation comes, the money is moved, 40 million from each local government is moved to an account, which of course we know the account that money is being moved to. From there, of course, there are private accounts. We know all of that. All those things have been compiled, and at the appropriate time, we will know. Then come to the country.
Oh, now that will be Nigeria problem.
The question I asked the barrister now was that the Boko Haram thing in this security, how did it start? Which government was in place when it started? It was Obasanjo government, and it was because it was mismanaged. Even during the Goodluck Jonathan government, that's the reason why the team now transformed to what it is today.
So Jared, wait. So we are still on blame game. So now still blame we still dey. Are you sure say because Nigerians dey watch this program, a lot of them work for.
Akpololo, if you
because na blame.
If you give Jared 1 hour, na propaganda go just dey run. You no get wetin you wan talk.
Okay.
I'm responding to him.
Okay.
Yes. And we know how the thing goes.
Akpololo, when you finish, make you tell me, make I tell Nigerians wetin we wan do for them.
As I speak,
make you speak pidgin.
the caliber of people that are lined up. Angling to get the ticket of APC to take this country from where it is to
That one wey we deal with for Edo State the other day, Edo no be Lagos.
We know their data, we know everything about them.
Oh my
And
God.
we know that they can deliver. And if you compare them with the caliber of people lined up in APC, are the only people that
okay now.
And I can tell you, and I said it clearly now, between now and 2023, the security situation of this country will be okay again.
Jared, don't forget saying now some that they talk, now some they hear that more.
And let me say something.
Jared.
Let me say something. When you talk of security, there are a lot to it. One, if you say you want to fight the people in question, the dissidents in question, the rebels in question, let me put it that way. Are you going to start throwing bombs in Maiduguri? Are you going to start dropping bombs? And if you drop bombs in Maiduguri, because you know that that's...
Jared, speak pidgin.
And you know saying that all those areas, supposing you now start dropping bombs on top of your citizens who are innocent, the same PDP are the people where go to say, see what APC do, and they kill people.
APC know they bomb people.
So
you don't forget,
when we see, we know, say, na fight where we say, you know, easy to tackle. I was in the army, I fought in Liberia. Nigerian army was attested to be one of the best army in the world. Nigerian army.
So what's it gonna happen when we say we're not convinced of our own problem?
Because I knew what we did in Liberia.
But what's it gonna happen for here now?
I'm a paratrooper. I jumped in Liberia. What is happening here is because you are not facing full-blown enemies. You are not facing full-blown enemies to say they are there, we are here.
Okay.
I better make I tell Nigerians what we get to them. Nothing we don't talk now where Nigerians want
to hear. And when you say internal security, it is only when evil gets out of hand. That is when the mobile police will not be able to tackle it.
Okay.
But when you are fighting within the country,
yes.
Internally, you must be very, and you find things like this, and it is very difficult when you fight this kind of war.
When you say things are difficult, how are you saying that you they talk say I beg you know they tell me say the technical know-how or the way we do that is nobody that is say the whole thing and no solution not there. The way they defend her now, you know they talk like waiting go finish.
What they tell you now be say that the thing legal on is not the fault of the fault of the president.
Whose fault? Okay, who?
Is supposed to be.
Which person fault to come in?
So is supposed to be because na internal security war now you
dey. Okay, make we pause you small.
Akolo.
Okay, yes. Make we still give her a chance.
You know say
go ahead.
The man don't carry you. He don't carry you go up, carry you go down.
Okay.
You know, I'm not sure say you know wetin you go fit talk for APC. If you enter, you know thing wey you fit talk. Make I tell you. This na government wey 2 years ago, we told them sack your service chiefs. Bring in new guys, give them a mandate, you don't perform, I will sack you. Baba go sleep. He leave service chief. When they are tenure, even extend down. How can you be rewarding?
Can't even send them IG. Can't even send IG go.
You cannot double it.
Wait now. Double wait.
No, wait, Jared. No, let her talk now. Let her talk.
You know the problem.
Talk things, Jared. Let her talk.
You know the problem. If you like, make him talk. You don't get what he want to talk. And it's as it is, I want to help Nigerians. Now, the APC way. If they see say Nigeria go better, they go scatter. Because Nigeria then they profit. And he don't join them. And I'm feeling very sad that he has joined a gang of people who have derailed the course of Nigeria's history. Since 1914, we have never been so off course as the APC has taken us off. The first thing you are talking about is competent hands. There's no, if they tell me, say, APC gets, which Janjaweed candidate are they going to bring? I beg, tell me. Now the one where we deal with, where we tell them, say, I don't know, be Lagos. Just 2020 here, that one, he sort of, you know, see, I mean, come on, he go do broadcast. They talk to Edo people. How, Osanobwa? When I see that broadcast, I say these people don't even understand. Edo man, now you from Lagos, they do broadcast for. They tell them who will be their governor. You know, say some kind of things don't make sense, but that's not what we are here for. We're here for solution. And again, I tell you, it's competence. The competent people you have on your team will determine the outcome. from 2015. It took Buhari. You know, yesterday I was discussing somebody, one guy for China, tell me say the reason why dollar fall now say foreign reserve. Now I turn and say, you see, if people like you, now the kind of people wait, and I say to the president, now in the advice president, that's why we have this kind of problem. In 2015, President Buhari took 7 months to appoint ministers. And when he appointed ministers, he appointed people that people were disappointed. You had the likes, you know, and on that show yesterday, Patutomi came on, and I tell and say, unfortunately, you supported these people. Unfortunately, you supported them. And when they came into government, they didn't see the capacity that you had. This government had the likes of Ifekwomogui. When they were doing ministerial list, there was a fake ministerial list that came out. It had superstars on them. When this government really say they want to make minister, they just go pick one when no even do NYSC, put them as Minister of Finance. What do you think will happen to our economy? How do you think our economy will fare? When you put somebody that's please tell me the person that from this government, when they finish, will become something in Africa or the world. Okay. As PDP gave you competent people to drive policies. All the things this government has destroyed or tried to destroy, now PDP put them in place. I told you, all the reformation of even the power holding companies, they called it unbundling at the time. Because you know, say that time, you go see government, they bring up policies. You go see policies where they think, you go see say this policy that to better the lives of. Please tell me, since 2015, which policy this government don't bring, we don't help you, Akulu? You were there, this studio, which policy where they don't bring, where if you say this government bring policy, it they help me? Nothing. There's nothing you can say. Healthcare, you get better healthcare? No. Is your transport system working? No. How can a government be in power for 6 years? They have not revolutionized the transport system. Even if the railway, you see, we give them train, they don't even know what to do with that. They know even the ticketing system for the train, they can't even think through the process. Because they don't have people. Instead, direct go come to you, you see what they talk. For money, no point. Since I started talking, I've given you different indices, economic indices. Look, I tell you, again, let me go back to the real story of why our Naira crashed. You see, after 6 months or 7 months, people were waiting for ministers. People who had money in Nigeria, before this government came in, it was because of the inflow of dollars we had. As at the time this government took over, that our economy was at 6% GDP growth. Remember, anytime when they do figures, now 6.5, if it falls small, it will go 5.9. You understand? You know what this government, do you know since this government came in 2015, we have never been able to go beyond 2.5% GDP growth. Instead, we've had 2 recessions. We've had 2 recessions under this government. Complete economic incompetence. Incompetence. People who do not even have, this man doesn't even listen to his economic advisors. Look at the economy. Look at the economy is in tatters. Nigerian economy is destroyed. It took you 7 months to appoint ministers. And then your policies. There was capital flight now. That capital flight, October, November, December 2015 to early January 2016. Nigeria has never recovered from it. That was that time dollar was 212. From 212, dollar went to 390, 400, and came down to 320. Let me finish. When you were talking, I didn't interrupt because I knew that you were not saying anything that made sense. I'm telling Nigerians the cause of our problems. Let me explain the cause of the problem. Wait. Now, not be dollar they buy. I don't buy dollar. How can I not make sense on dollar that I buy? How can I not make sense on dollar that I buy? What are you doing? You know, I'm not your average Nigerian that you can come and just say, Dasuki, you stole money, this, that. What are you saying? I've told you, go and prosecute Dasuki. 6 years you have been shouting Dasuki. You have not been able to get a conviction. Is that not incompetence? How can you sit down there and be shouting Dasuki? And Mr. Giant, you are old enough to understand the rituals of governance. If somebody has committed, and let me tell you something. In 2011, President Jonathan wanted to remove subsidy because he said there were people who were taking subsidy money. At that time, a former chairman of PDP, his son was indicted. He was convicted. Those are the only convictions you have seen in this government. This government has not successfully prosecuted one person on corruption since he came in 20. They Tell me one person that successfully prosecuted. He cannot even tell me. And you say you are fighting corruption.
Who is not funded?
Even the laws to fight corruption. Let me tell you, Jared, I'm an advocate for anti-corruption. I worked on the laws, FATF, when they were going to remove Young Egmont Seba. I worked for that. You know the Nigerian government is the biggest institution that fights anti-corruption bills. Do you know how many bills FATF has told us to raise in the National Assembly we have refused to pass? Because this government sits on it. And yet you tell me you are fighting corruption. Look at our corruption index. Look at our statistics. OECD report came out 2 weeks ago. Nigeria is failing woefully on all corruption, anti-corruption index. And this man sits down there and he's shouting Dasuki. Where is Dasuki today? I'm not holding beef for Dasuki. If you feel Dasuki is guilty, you should have convicted him by now. Even the conviction they got on Olisametu was a false conviction. You saw what happened to it. It was overturned at the appeal court.
Who is saying that they want to rescue Nigeria? It's a lie. They want to do a repeat of that.
Yeah, Nigerians want us to rescue them. I fly to the airport. Anywhere I go, anywhere I go, people say, please come and rescue us. Come and save us. Take back Nigeria from these people. We don't know what they are doing.
It's your pocket they are talking about.
What pocket? Mr. Terebe, if Nigeria is good, it's good for me and you. If Nigeria is bad, are you making anything? Where is your pocket as Nigeria is today? With dollar at 560. Where is your pocket? Where is the Nigeria you are talking about? Do you even still have a Nigeria? Can you claim that Nigeria is safe when people are determining taxes in Niger State? Boko Haram is collecting taxes. Bandits are collecting taxes. If you go to some local governments in Meduguri they are collecting tax, and this man is telling me that Nigeria is okay. Nigeria is not okay. How can you say Nigeria is okay? How can you even promise a better Nigeria? You do not have a promise to make. When COVID started, I thought the Nigerian government would have some sense and would have built some super hospitals. What did they do? They don't even have any research. The Omicron virus that was discovered by South Africa. What has Nigeria done? The small one where we get where they shine for Nigeria. You don't see what they do. What other organization collected him?
Okay, Jared Tenebe, all the way from Lagos. Anthony Hillebo, barrister.
Leave me and Jared. I got Jared time this evening. Not be one way go get the talk propaganda talk. When I say I the buy, I'm gonna say bros no vex. Not true at the talk. You say not true at the talk.
Okay, well, our time not there again for inside the program. We salute all of that. We believe say another time we did, if not for Jared say get one kind urgent issue 12 now supposed to do inside
we for this studio now.
But
I for tell am true when we finish we go chop pepper soup. I don't know Nigeria problem be.
Time go dey.
May God grant your mother good health. May God grant her the ability for her to say in Nigeria where she will go to a hospital and she will get good care. Amen. Not the hospital that they've destroyed now, she cannot go properly.
Well, our hospital is good. I didn't take her to Edo because there are no hospitals in Edo. So I brought her to Lagos.
Okay, well, Jared, we salute you to join us this evening. And my brother Anthony, we thank you too. Time not again for this program. We bless you very soon. We'll still bring that all back here to further on this discussion because now time of politics now be this. But for us, and so we wrap up the program today. We salute everybody who will say join us. By God's grace, we'll see you again another time. God bless Nigeria. Good night.